Hey guys, what I wanted to do is just do a basic introductory of the rifle I'm going to be using in the upcoming videos I'm going to be shooting. It's a 1,000-yard project rifle, and I've been shooting this rifle for roughly 2 years. It's a Savage 10 FP, chambered in .308. It has a 24-inch barrel, 1 in 10 twist, and I just really wanted to go over some of the accessories I have added on throughout the years that I've been shooting it. And let's just go ahead and we can start with the back end of it. I've got an Eagle Industries cheek pad, and what this is, it's just a foam cheek pad. Really nice to have. I added that on later in the years when I was shooting it. Just something that's nice, it's comfortable. Has a little pouch here. You could store accessories in it if you like to. I don't keep anything in there, but if you want to keep a notepad, anything like that, you've got your shell holders here, some extra ammo. Moving down, bottom here we have a AccuShot monopod, and this is nice to have. I really like this a lot. It's got the quick knob. You could use a bag rest if you like to. Sometimes I use both. I'll either use the bag rest or I'll use the monopod. Monopod is nice. It gives you quick adjustments. You click on this knob here and you can adjust your elevation quickly, and then wherever you get it at, once you get it to elevation, you can make your fine adjustments right here, simply turning this knob here, and that's going to go up or down and give you fine adjustments. It's really stable. It doesn't move around once you get it all locked in here and everything. It's not going to move around on you. When you're done with it, or if you don't decide to use it, you could just flip it up out of the way and use a bag rest if you like to. Now the stock what I used is a Bell & Carlson stock. It's a Medalist series, and the Savages come with a pretty crappy stock. This one did. It was pretty flimsy. It cut the cost down on the rifle, and really, you're not buying the rifle for the stock. In this case, I didn't. You're buying it for the action, the barrel, and the trigger. And Savage knows that. They know they're not going to put a lot of money into the stock if you're just going to replace it anyway, and that was the case for me. So I really like this stock. It was a very good fit. I don't know if you can tell. I skim bedded it right along here. You can see the skim bedding. And it was pretty easy to do. I did a lot of research on the internet, watched a couple videos here on YouTube, and felt confident enough so that I felt like I could do it myself, and in fact I did. It turned out really good. I'm pretty happy I did that. It didn't cost a whole lot of money, just the cost of the DevCon is what I used, and very stable. The contact points without it, there's 2 bolts, one that run here and here, and it had pretty good contact points. There was really no need for me to do it, but just because of the low cost, and it's not going to hurt it at all, it will improve the accuracy a little. So I went ahead and skim bedded it, and if you don't decide that you can do it yourself, most gunsmiths can do it for probably about around $100 or cheaper, and that's going to improve your accuracy. Up top here, we've got a Zeiss Conquest scope, and this is probably the most important part of the rifle. It's going to be one of the most expensive parts of the rifle, and that's where you're going to want to put all your money into the optics, guys. There's just no question about that. Going out there shooting at 1,000 yards with the Tasco scope, 3 to 9 power or whatever you might choose, not going to cut it. You get what you pay for. In this case, it was the most expensive part of the rifle, but well worth it. The clarity is absolutely just crystal clear. I've got a 20 by 60 80 objective Conus spotting scope, and yeah, it's not the most expensive spotting scope. I didn't want to go out there and spend $600-700 on a spotting scope. This scope right here, however, at 20 power, this is the 6.5 by 20 power. And at 20 power, this you can see a lot better. You can see bullet holes at 300 yards on 20 power with this. You can't even see bullet holes on 60 power with the Koniscope. So that'll tell you right there, the glass clarity is the most important, and it really pays off on the Zeiss. I could have got a Night Force, a Schmidt & Bender. You're talking $200,000, you know, $2,000, $2,500 for Schmidt & Benders starting, if you could find one that cheap. But the Zeiss worked out really well for me. I really like it. I'm going to stick with it. It's got your mil dot reticle, and attaching the scope to the base is the TPS steel rings. The low profile for me. It worked out well. Everything lines up really nice. And the rings going to the base is a 15 MOA Ken Farrell base. And I've talked to Ken on the phone several times, very well knowledgeable. Answer any question you might have. The 15 MOA base is also steel, and what that did, that allowed me to get 460 inches of drop at 1,000 yards. And all my elevation is going up, so I've got roughly 46 MOA of up elevation on this, and that 15 MOA is what put me there. I've got it zeroed out at 200, and it's bottomed out at 200, so I can't go any farther. I could start using mil dots if I want to shoot 100 yards or closer in, but I have no reason to shoot closer than 200 yards. And really, the bullets, the bullet drop on my drop chart, depending on the temperatures, are only really going to drop 330 inches to 350 inches. Like I said, depending on the temperature. I've got 460 at 1,000, so that's going to give me plenty of room to play with. And we're just going to stick with this Zeiss. I really, really like it. So I replaced the knob. They usually come with a oversized bolt knob. I went and got I guess you could say it's a tactical knob. It allows just a little bit easier, more elevation, more leverage. That's a dummy round, guys, don't worry. And it was inexpensive. I went ahead and replaced it with just a tactical knob. It does have the AccuTrigger, if you can see that there. I've got that set to about 2 pounds. I had a little lighter. I think I had it around 8 ounces at one point when I first started shooting the rifle. I really didn't like 8 ounces. That was too light for me. I went ahead and set it at 2 pounds. 2 pounds works right where I want it for me. Maybe some guys like a little lighter. I don't. 2 pounds is perfect. Now when you adjust this, you have to separate the stock from the action. It's not hard at all. And there's a screw that you just simply adjust. And I put a pull gauge on this, and extremely precise, because this pulls at 2 pounds every single time. You know, it wasn't 2.5 pounds one pull and 3 pounds. It was exactly 2 pounds on the money every time. So really happy with this AccuTrigger that Savage came out with, and that's what you're buying it for. You're buying it for the trigger, your action, and the barrel. As you can see down here, the rifle came with a 4-round internal magazine, and you had to load it from the top here. I did not like that at all. So what I did was got a CDI Precision bottom metal. It accepts these Accuracy International magazines. This is a 10 round magazine. A lot easier. 4 rounds goes by pretty quick. And I sent this into CDI. They milled it out on the bottom. And let's see if I can show it to you guys here. And that's the bottom metal there. So that's what they did. That fits in there. Trigger guard is this is all one piece. And like I said, accepts the Accuracy International magazines, your mag release right here. So that was a vast improvement. I really like that. That's a definite thing to have right there. We'll go forward a little bit here. It's got your standard typical Harris bipod. This allows me to cant. You guys know what a bipod looks like. so we're not going to go into much detail on that. The barrel, 24-inch barrel, and it's got a 1 in 10 twist. This thing likes 175s at around 2,700 feet per second, and shooting quarter to half MOA at 100 yards, and you know, with the right hand loads, that's definitely right on the money where we're going to stick at. And up front is going to be a APS Painkiller muzzle brake. Now, this barrel did not come with a threaded muzzle brake. I believe the new ones coming out have a 22-inch barrel with a 2-inch muzzle brake. They're coming factory from Savage. I had to take this barrel in to the gunsmith. They had to recrown it, thread it, and to accept the muzzle brake. 30-degree ports. You got ports on top. There's nothing on the bottom. It's not going to kick out dust or anything. You could shoot prone, no position. And that is really basically it. We're going to take this thing out at 1,000 yards this weekend, I believe, and we're going to see what it could do. I've done all my math. I've done all my research. The farthest I've shot at with this is 300 yards. I've got pretty precise with that. I feel that I can move on, and you know, there's no other better way to do it than just go out there and do it. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what the majority of the videos are going to be about. And thank you guys for watching. We'll keep you updated. You guys got any questions for me, just let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.